But the story that we are breaking this evening is a shocker. It's coming on Air India's flight where blocked toilets have forced an Air India flight diversion of an international airline. That's right, Air India 126 on March 5th was diverted back to Chicago. Air India says polythene bags, rags, clothes were flushed down. Air India claims the toilets became unserviceable. Social media storm has forced Air India to admit to the lapses. Earlier, Air India had said technical reasons, but there are several questions that have been unanswered by what's happened on that Air India flight. Joining me now at the very top of the news is our Bangalore Bureau Chief, Nagarjun Dwarkanath. He is a trained pilot, I can tell you. Nagarjun, what we are hearing is shocking, even by Air India's past standards. Within an hour of 45 minutes of the flight taking off from Chicago, the toilets were reportedly 8 of the 12 got clogged and the flight came back. Is that possible? Is that really possible that blankets and other material were being stuffed down, or is there a maintenance problem that we are not being told about?
Razid, usually what happens is the passengers end up blaming the pilots usually for any mishaps or the airline for bad services. For an international flight from Chicago to Delhi, which takes around 17 to 16 hours, I don't think so that the technical officers there or the technicians at the ground at Chicago airport cleared the aircraft for departure with clogged drains. In this particular instance, it's most likely that it was the passengers who have flushed down polythene bags and clothes down the vacuum of the toilet, and hence the clogging of the drains that happened. Usually in the Boeing 777 aircraft, which is a large body aircraft carrying over 300 passengers, they have at least 8 to 12 toilets, depending on the custom make of each airline. What has happened is here, one of the passengers has flushed polythene bags during the flight, as well as clothes, and hence the whole central system of the drain or the toilets have been blocked. This could have been realized only after the flight diverted back to Chicago, because when the passengers started creating ruckus, shouting at the cabin crew that only one toilet was accessible for 300 odd passengers, and that too was in the business cabin chamber. So all the economy passengers had to travel to business section, use the toilet and come back. After a certain point, 300 people, one toilet could become too much, and there was hygiene issues. The passengers were not maintaining hygiene. In this particular instance, at least.
Could this be sabotage, as some are suggesting? Could this have been deliberate sabotage? Within an hour and 45 minutes, the toilets get clogged?
This could be a sabotage, as well as, or plainly to put that it's bad civic sense of passengers, or if these are the two options, we'll have to believe the airline at this point of time, because it's unlikely that an international aircraft is clear to take off with clogged drains. Me being a pilot, most likely the checks are done thoroughly to make sure at least the drains are working. In this aspect, at least most likely the passengers have flushed polythene bags and clothes, and we will have to believe the airline.
Right. Okay.